Hi guys, welcome to a new video from me. Today we are testing out the Spongebob Wet n Wild collection. I am so excited to test out this entire collection, see what it's all about, see what we think, do swatches of everything, and try it out on the face. So why don't we go ahead and get started. I got my pineapple earrings on. I am ready to go. Wet n Wild did send this collection over to me. I actually have been on the lookout for it at my Walmarts. I've won a few times and I haven't seen it myself, so I haven't been able to grab it, but I did get this in the mail, so I'm excited to try it out. I'm going to show you guys all of the products. We're going to test it out, see what we think. So as I'm filming this collection is available. I'll have it linked down below so you guys can go ahead and shop anything if you would like to, and I'm going to show you like prices and everything. They actually included that in here, which I love when brands do that. It makes it so much easier for me. What I was probably most excited about is the sponges. If you follow me on TikTok, you know my love for sponges, but I just love testing new sponges. I think it's really fun. So we have new SpongeBob little sponges here. There are in total 3 different ones and they all retail for $5.99, which I don't think is a bad price. Here is a closer look at all of them. So we have SpongeBob, we have Squidward, which I think is hilarious, and then we also have Patrick there as well. They feel okay. They feel kind of hard, but not so bad. Actually, Patrick feels the best out of all of them, but Squidward doesn't feel bad either. SpongeBob is a little stiff, so I'd probably use this one like for powder. Sorry if you can hear Rowan. Shane is trying to get him down for bed. But up next we have the Sponge and Brush Cleansing Pads. I think that this is like genius. Whoever thought to do this is like the smartest person, because I just think it's so fun. And obviously it goes with the theme, but it's like something different. So it's this little cheeseburger here. And this is for washing your sponges or your brushes, and pretty much you can just use them on each one of the different pieces here. And I just think that was so smart to do, and something just like really fun to go in the collection. Cost on that one is $8.99. And then we also have the sponge case as well, which is just a little pineapple that you can put the sponges in. Just a cute little traveling case that they can go inside of. I like that it's actually silicone, so easy for travel. Price on this one is $5.99. There's also a solid sponge cleanser or brush cleanser that you can use that is in Gary, which I also think is fun that they included. And then there are 2 different brushes. We have Sandy and then also SpongeBob here. Here's a closer look at those. SpongeBob is actually like a little contour brush, and then Sandy is more of a kabuki that you could use. I guess I would use this for like powder maybe. I don't know. We'll have to try it and see what we use that one for. And we also have a highlight right here, which is SpongeBob. So cute. And we have a couple of sprays. We have the BFF Best Friends Forever Hydrating and Brightening Primer Mist. And then we have a Purifying Setting Mist here as well. This one is FUN. And then lastly, we have the Nautical Nonsense eyeshadow palette right here. And here is what that one looks like. So I'm going to do some swatches of both the highlight and the palette really quick, and then we'll start in testing everything out. So this highlight is definitely very golden. It's very beaming. I'm not sure how this is going to look on my skin tone in particular, but we're going to try it. All right, so here we have swatches of the eyeshadow palette. I have to say they swatch pretty well. I'm not a fan of the pressed glitters, you guys know that, but everything else looks pretty pigmented, pretty nice. I'm excited to try it out on the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys up and let's get started. So we are going to do the eyes first, just because I feel like there's going to be a little bit of fallout if we do use any of those glitter shades, so we're just going to do that first. I'm taking the SpongeBob sponge right here, just using this to blend out the concealer I have down. I feel like this is an awkward size for the eyes, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Cleaning off my brush here, what would have been really cool is if they did like one of these little switches and like made it like a coral or something. That would have been kind of fun to put in here, but I feel like this is a very large collection as it is. So we're gonna start with the eyeshadow palette first. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. The shade names are on the back, so I believe this one is my Eternity Later, or what is it? One Eternity Later. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. I am a SpongeBob watcher. I definitely watched it a lot when I was younger, so I do know the references, even knowing it sounds like I just didn't. But it is a show I'm very familiar with. I thought this collection was so fun. I feel like it made sense too. Wet n Wild does a lot of like really fun collaborations, and I just think that this one made sense for them. This is the Sigma E40 brush, by the way, that I'm using. And I'm just taking the shade. Now I'm kind of just being messy with it, blending it all through the crease here. I'm getting quite a bit of fallout already, but that's okay. We're gonna go into next the shade down here, which is the Sea Star shade. And actually what's really cool is actually they have on the back here, see if you guys can see, I like that they have, with the names, they actually have the colors. not a lot of brands do that. So sometimes it's hard when they're on the back to kind of try and like count and figure out which one is which. So I like that they have the colors right there. That makes it so easy. In an ideal world, I would like them to be on the palette, but if they're not, this is like the next best thing. I'm gonna take a MAC 217. Gosh, I've had this brush for years. And I'm gonna go and just blend this right over top of that brown shade, kind of to start to smoke this out. I think Wet n Wild has a really nice matte formula, and their shimmers for me can be hit and miss. Like I like some of their shimmers in some palettes, and then some I'm like not the most impressed with, but I always feel like their mattes are always pretty good. And they're like a super affordable brand. I always love like their little quads and stuff that they have. So I'm actually gonna deepen that up here with this shade, which is called Gare Bear, and I'm gonna just use this here on the outer to deepen that up a little bit, same brush. And I'm actually gonna further deepen that up too. I'm gonna go into the brown and also this deep shade right here. So the first one is Load of Barnacles, and then Sweet Formula is the last one. I do see quite a few of the little asterisks on this, so it's definitely gonna have some pressed pigments in there. So keep that in mind. You also have those glitters too, so I'm not sure how you guys feel about glitters, but know that not everyone loves using those on the eyes. Just kind of trying to get a feel for how these blend, especially these deeper colors. Sometimes those are the hardest to work with. It looks a little patchy there, but it's not horrible. I feel like we can blend it out and make it work. Okay, I want to work with some of the shimmers now. So I think I want to use these two because these are like the ones that are screaming to me. This purple one is so pretty. This one is called AA Captain. II Captain. Why can't I read stuff properly? It's like, hello, you know what it is. Okay, so, wow, yeah. That one is pretty. It almost seems like a glitter, but this one doesn't have the little thing next to it. So I think it's just one of those like crushed up, really like pigmented, loose kind of foils. Wow, okay. I feel like if Wet n Wild had these in all of their palettes, I would like buy every single one of them because I really like this like glittery color. And then I want to go into this shade right here as well, and this one is called Tartar Sauce. And I want to use this one for the inner corner. And this one's a little bit like drier than the last color, but it still has a lot of punch to it. I'm just going to take this flat shader brush also from MAC. I don't even know what this is called. The numbers have faded off. It's been a long time since I've had this brush, but I'm actually just going to take some of it and try to put it on here a little bit more because I feel like I couldn't get it as close as I wanted with my nails. I definitely think that works better with your finger because like when I was packing it with this, it definitely doesn't have as big a punch. I feel like this is kind of looking fun. It's not like wowing me per se, but I think it's a fun eye look. Okay, so I'm kind of debating if I want to do anything else in the outer corner, but I think I'm going to leave it there. Let me actually grab a makeup wipe here and try to clean up some of this fallout. So if you are going to get this palette, I definitely recommend you do your eyes first because we had a lot of fallout with those shades. I went ahead and just put some lashes on. I feel like this look needed lashes. I have to say I like it so much better with the eyelashes. It's just very sparkly, very glittery. So we're still getting a little bit of fallout coming down, but we're gonna go ahead and work on the base now. I am gonna try the BFF, Best Friends Forever Hydrating Brightening Priming Mist. So this actually looks pretty glittery. Like you could definitely see the glitter in there. So we're gonna be real shimmery. I'm gonna be curious to see how this is on the face. I'm just gonna spray it. Pretty good right there. It does have a scent to it, but it doesn't smell bad. It smells good, actually. Now for a little bit more primer, I'm just going to use my Smashbox Primerizer. Put that just right here. Hydration before we go in with our foundation. And then for foundation, I'm actually going to use this one from Zoeva. I've been obsessed with this. I've been using it nonstop lately. It's the Authentik Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. I really just love this one, and I think it's a perfect shade match for me right now as well. So we've got the little sandy brush here. I think we're going to try for foundation, and then I also still want to try these two sponges as well. So we'll give those a try. So I'm just going to pump out. The nice thing about this one is it has really good coverage. I normally just do about like 2 pumps with it. And let's see. We're going to go ahead and take Squidward because I feel like this would be the perfect one for foundation. And just put this on my skin. I feel like the shape of him is kind of perfect for just like foundation in general. I like that it has like the little divot there, but you can also just do it on this part. So that works out. I have like the scratch on my face right now from Rowan. He has been quite the fun time lately. He is now jumping on the couch all the time, so that's been really fun. So like he is trying to jump from couch to couch, and yeah, he's just been quite wild. So I don't remember what I did, but I think I got in his way. So this one, it is, like I said, it's a perfect one for foundation, but I do think it's actually kind of awkward just because it does have that divot, like where it is. I'm not really getting like a perfect application, but it does feel pretty soft, so that's good. He's a little bit more of an awkward shape, but kind of works nice for like just going over your face really quickly. And because he's like got that triangle shape, it'd be nice to like get around the brows, get underneath the eyes too with concealer. Let's do that now. So I'm just gonna go in with the same concealer I primed with. This is the Undercover from CoverGirl. Love this one. So we'll just add a little bit of concealer, and I think this will be the perfect sponge. Yeah, this is great for underneath the eyes because it's really just getting like right underneath there. We still need to try SpongeBob too, but I just kind of feel like he's a little awkward. I don't know, for like, I don't know what you would do with this, like powder maybe? I just feel like it's like a weird shape. I mean, you could use it for your face too, but shape, I mean, it's working for the under eyes just fine. But I would say out of all the sponges, like my favorite shape-wise is Patrick. I just feel like that's really great for concealer and even just like the bottom for the face. So I would say out of the three, that one would be my favorite. For powder, I'm just going to take this one from Koki. This is just their matte powder, and I'm actually going to take SpongeBob and use this to just put a little bit of powder underneath my eyes. I don't want anything too heavy or anything. I actually just shared a video over on my vlog channel. If you are not subscribed to that, my vlog channel is just Not Just Makeup Molly, and I actually do some like vlog stuff over there, mommy content, stuff like that. But I just shared a beauty room update. So if you have been wanting to see kind of where we're at, I am building a custom beauty room and I'm so excited about it. But if you want to see kind of where we're at with that, go ahead and follow that account because I'm sharing lots of updates over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze now. I am using this one from Aesthetica. I've been loving this bronzer. It's so pretty. It's the Sunset Bronzer. I want to try this Sandy brush. We're gonna try this for the bronzer, but I'm also gonna use the SpongeBob one as well. Okay, it's actually pretty soft. I like that one. And then I want to try the Kabuki, the SpongeBob one as well. So we'll try that one on the other side here. I feel like this one would be perfect for more of like the chiseled, yeah, like the contoured chiseled look. Both of these feel pretty soft, like quality wise, they feel good. I think honestly, I kind of like the Sandy side better. So I kind of like this one myself personally for bronzer better. I still am seeing like the glitter particles all over my face. So I don't think that setting spray is like my favorite thing ever. But now I want to go ahead and start on the lower lash. So we're just gonna go back into the palette. I think I'm pretty much just gonna stay with like all of the mattes that I use. And I'm going to just kind of sweep those all back and forth on the lower lash line. I was actually looking at everything and there aren't any lips that are a part of this, which is kind of surprising. I'm just surprised I didn't do like just like a little gloss or something, like a little jelly gloss maybe, or I don't know. I just realized, I was like, wait a second, the highlight is gonna be the last thing that we try. We do have a setting spray as well, but we don't have any gloss. So I'm kind of just going back and forth between the mattes, like I said, that we used. And then I do want to brighten up the under eye just since we have so much going on the lid with a white liner. So this is just Exit from Colourpop. A little bit of lower lash mascara here as well. This is just the Balm Mad Lash, literally my favorite mascara. I have been wearing so much blush lately, I'm like, I have to put on blush. So I'm gonna use this quad here. This is from Colourpop. I've been loving these. This is an extra glazed. I do have a full review on these cheek palettes if you want to check that out. It's up on my channel now. But I've been just loving how they look. I feel like this one in particular on my skin tone is like so pretty. Been doing so much blush lately, especially like on the nose. I'm into it, just kind of like everywhere. So now we are gonna try the highlighter, you guys. So very, very fun. This is so cute looking. I'm kind of afraid of this, I'm not gonna lie, because I think on my skin tone, it's not gonna look the best, but we're gonna try it. So I'm just gonna actually use a fan brush. This is from Fair Brushes. I'm gonna take the tiniest bit of this and just dabble it here. Yeah. First off, it's like really glittery. Looks like straight glitter on my skin, so I don't love that. But also, yeah, it's like pretty yellow, so we're going light with that. But I don't I don't think this was like ideal for me. I think I would more like to use it like on the eyes or something. Okay, so I wanted to build it up just a tiny bit, just to see. Yeah, it's like really, really glittery. I don't think I like that at all. I'm actually gonna go in with this sponge and try to kind of blend that, because literally looks like straight glitter. So I definitely think that this collection has some hits and then some products I'm not the biggest fan of. We are going to try now the setting mist. This is the FUN setting mist. So we're going to try this one. Also has a bit of a scent. It feels like it's just like a fresh smell. It doesn't feel overpowering. I hate when it does like that little droplets, but that's okay. Sometimes they do that, but then it dries down. Since there are no lip products, let's just go ahead and do a lip really quickly. So I just used a Huda lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics gloss. I'm so close to finishing this up, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that on top. It's in Klear. Okay, and I think this is our final look using the Spongebob Wet n Wild collection. What do you guys think? You will have to let me know down in the comment section what you think of this look. I'm kind of digging the eye look now. I feel like it's really fun and sparkly and pretty. So I definitely have some favorites and some standouts from this collection. And then I have some products that, like I said, I'm just like not the biggest fan of. So let's start with the eyeshadow palette. I think that this eye look turned out really fun, really pretty. I do like it a lot. I would say just if you are gonna get this, do your eyes first, because there was quite a bit of fallout. I'm still getting some, so kind of keep that in mind, because we didn't use any of the glitters. We just used like the shimmers in the palette. So kind of a bit of fallout. Mattes were pretty easy to work with. I think that this one is good. I love the packaging. Like I said, I love that they did this on the back. I like that it's clear. I think it's so cute. The entire packaging of this is like 10 out of 10. The sponges, I think these are adorable. The price point is perfect on these, so I do love that. If I were to pick one, I would definitely pick Patrick. I feel like this one was really nice for under eye concealer. I can see me using this a lot for that. I also like that you could use foundation just with this bottom part. The other ones are a little awkwardly shaped, but they're fun to have, and I still feel like you could make them work. Like I used this for foundation, it was fine, but if I was choosing like which one I would prefer to use like all the time, it'd probably be Patrick. Didn't get to try any of the accessories, but 10 out of 10 out of 10, whoever picked all this stuff out, because I feel like it's so cute. We have the brush cleanser down there as well, but I think this is just like the most genius thing ever for cleaning your brushes. I think it's so cute. I love the little pineapple. I wasn't a fan of the highlights. I feel like on me it just looks so glittery, and also the gold shade just like isn't the most flattering on my skin tone, but it makes sense for Patrick to be, you know, yellow, so I feel like it kind of makes sense for the collaboration. Just it doesn't work the best for my skin tone, and I don't love like how glittery it is. And then for the setting mist, so the first one I feel like did add glitter to my skin, which I don't love. I don't love like super glittery skin. I like dewy skin, but not glittery, so I didn't love this one with the setting mist. The droplets actually ended up drying down, so I'll see how this one wears with the makeup. So I would prefer this one over the glowy one myself, but I know a lot of people who have dry skin like don't mind a little bit of extra glow. I just don't love like the glitter particles. And then lastly, we have the two brushes, and I really liked the sandy brush actually. I wasn't expecting to like this one, but I think it was really nice for a bronzer. It was nice and soft, so I did like that one. This one was nice if you want it for contour. I just didn't love it for a bronzer. I feel like it's a little too big, but just for going in and chiseling out the contour or even blush, I feel like would be nice with this one. I thought both of those were good, and I do like how this one sits. Like somebody just sits there on your desk. I think that's kind of cute. But I think that is everything for the collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little impromptu first impressions review. I will have the collection link down below if I can find it. I know Wet n Wild has some of it available, but some of it is sold out. But if I can find it anywhere else, like Walmart or anything, I will link down below to that. Let me know if you guys went ahead and grabbed anything from this collection, or what your thoughts are on it. What collaboration do you want to see next? Like, what are you most wanting to see nostalgic wise? Like, let me know down below, and give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you are not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.